You ever have one of those nights where it feels like the world just decides you're nothing, like not even worth the dust on your own boots? Yeah, that was me, lying on the splintered barn floor, ribs screaming, with Hank's boot print pressed deep into my side. He didn't flinch, didn't even look confused or guilty, just muttered something low and mean while the dust settled around me. I reached for anything, a bale, a post, even just a handful of dirt, but my legs wouldn't follow, hadn't for years. He growled, "Don't ever call me that again," and that was that. No more Papa. Not for me. The air hung heavy, and I just curled up, wishing for the thousandth time that someone else had found me that night by the river. Anyone but Hank. Whiskey on his breath. Hollow in his eyes. I was 10 when the accident happened. Wagon crash, fire, screaming, and then nothing. Woke up to silence and bodies. Some good soul dragged me out, but by the time I came to, I was already being handed off at the town edge. Hank took me in for free labor. That was the deal. Never really worked out. My legs were shot, so I did what I could from the ground, cleaning with rags in my teeth when my hands couldn't hold a brush. Never complained. Never asked for more than food and a little warmth. Funny, isn't it, how hope sneaks up on you? That night, calling him Papa, I let hope slip, and it cost me everything. Curled on the floor with just a horse blanket for comfort, I stared at the rafters, trying to remember my mama's hands. My dad's laugh, the sound of my own name said like it mattered. Crying was a luxury I couldn't afford anymore. That's the truth. You learn not to, after a while. Next morning, Hank just tossed a cold biscuit my way and went about his business. I didn't eat. Couldn't. Sunset came, and I heard boots on the dirt path. Heart dropped. Figuring he'd cooked up some story for visitors, playing the saint. But then, a new voice cut through. Deep, calm, measured. "I got a report there's a girl here, being kept like livestock." I froze. Hank laughed it off, called it nonsense, said I had food and a bed. But the man, a sheriff, badge and all, wanted to see for himself. I wanted to scream, "Please come in." But my body had been trained to stay quiet, invisible. The barn door creaked open, and he saw me there. Something in his face changed. "What's your name?" he asked. I tried, but nothing came out. Hank jumped in. "She's slow, ain't right in the head." The sheriff didn't turn. "She can speak for herself." Hank pushed harder. "She's dumb." But that sheriff just looked him dead in the eye and said, "You lay a hand on her again, and you'll wish you hadn't." Didn't have to shout. The whole barn went still. He came to me, knelt down. "You hurt?" I nodded toward my ribs. "I'm Sheriff Granger. I'm taking you with me." I thought, "You can't." He said, "Yes, I can." Hank tried to stop him, but Granger had a paper from the judge. Turns out, the town had been watching. I didn't understand any of it, only that someone was finally seeing me. That night, I left in a wagon, wrapped in a coat that wasn't mine. Granger didn't talk much, just kept glancing back to make sure I was okay. We stopped at a small cabin in the woods, warm, safe, clean. He carried me in, put me by the fire. "This is yours now," he said. "For how long?" I asked. "As long as you want." That first night, I couldn't sleep, not from fear, just disbelief. Why was he doing this? "From the other room," he said, "because I lost someone once, and I promised I'd never let it happen again." The first week felt like a dream I was scared to wake from. Granger brought food, helped me wash, built a ramp for my chair without asking, told me to rest. There'll be time for the rest. I waited for the catch, the demand, the coldness I'd always known to follow kindness. But it never came. Even when I finally asked, "Why'd you really bring me here?" he said, "You didn't need saving. You just needed someone to see you." He taught me things, how to cook, how to read, even how to shoot. Said I wasn't strong enough yet, but I would be. Never mocked, never rushed. Just waited. When I asked about the scar on his cheek, he said, "Gunfight. Didn't get the man, but got the one who sent him." We didn't talk about the past much, just about today and maybe tomorrow. One morning, he went to town, left me alone for the first time. I tried to stay calm. But then, 3 sharp knocks on the cabin door. Not Granger. "Sheriff." It was Lorna from the general store, except it wasn't just her. A man with her, rough voice. "Check the bedroom." I hid in the pantry, bread knife in hand. They were here to take me back, sent by the judge who'd signed my release. I wasn't going back. They found me. I slashed cut 1. Ran, rolled into the back room. grabbed the shotgun Granger kept on the wall. Didn't even shake this time. The man pounded on the door. Don't make this hard. I will, I told him, shotgun aimed. Then, front door banged open. Granger's voice, don't move. Gunshots, screams, glass shattering. Then, just silence. After, Granger told me everything. The judge, the circuit, children used as labor. Me not the first, maybe not the last. But I'll make sure you're the last, he said. I believed him. The town changed after the attack. Windows shuttered tight. Eyes lingered longer. Rumors flew. Granger posted a notice. Attack on my home. Offenders subdued. No further comment. But he didn't stop digging. He found other children, other names. The network ran deep. Judges, guardians. Missing kids. We gathered evidence. Letters to newspapers, stories from survivors. It was dangerous work. People tried to stop us. One night, a man threatened Granger. Another tried to burn the barn. Still, we kept going. I wrote my story about Hank, the beatings, the hunger, about being invisible. Granger sent it to the papers. When it published, everything changed. Folks came forward. The judge was stripped of his seat. The circuit disbanded. Children found new homes. But it didn't end there. Retaliation came. Fires, threats, violence. Granger wanted to send me away. I wouldn't go. We learned about another boy, Jasper, held at a ranch, ledger of names, prices, buyers. We went in, dangerous, bloody. Granger got hurt, but we got the ledger. That blew the whole thing wide open. Governor came. Promised justice. Byron teeth hanged. I spoke before the council, told the truth about being seen, not saved. Got a standing ovation. Afterward, Granger handed me the deed to the house. You earned it. No, we earned it. The place became a refuge. Some called it the house of the scene. Letters came from all over. Some folks just wanted to know how I survived. Not everyone was grateful. Threats grew, but we kept fighting. Started a school for kids like me. When Granger got sick, I cared for him, just like he did for me. Before he died, he told me, keep seeing them. He passed on, buried beneath the oak. No statue, just a wooden marker. He saw us all. I kept the school open. Children kept coming, lost, hungry, bruised, scared. And every time I opened the door, I felt Granger's spirit beside me. Years later, I found out about my mother, a note. A locket, the truth that she left me to keep me safe, not because she didn't love me. That mattered more than I can say. Time kept rolling. Kids grew up, new ones arrived. I grew older, but every day, I put my hand on Granger's carving and whispered, I'm still seeing them. And you know what? That's all it takes, really. Seeing someone. Not saving, not fixing, just refusing to look away. The house of the scene stood because we did that, day after day. Even now, when the world gets dark and cold, I remember, no one's invisible here. That's the legacy. So, tell me, what do you think? Does seeing each other change the world? Or is justice just another word folks like to throw around until it lands too close to home? Leave your thoughts below, share what you do, and maybe, just maybe, someone will see you too.